Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
This way.
Okay, so apologies for my lateness. Hello. Hi, Kira. Hello, Nika. Hello, Lewis. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna make this very, very short and sweet. I promise I won't be here long. I'm finna tell y'all what's going on, because if you ain't paying attention, you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, then baby, you're missing eyes. You're missing eyes. Okay. Now listen, we're gonna start off with what we saw, which was CM Punk coming out there celebrating his victory at Saturday Night Main Event. Now, if you didn't watch Saturday Night Main Event, it's okay. I understand. You can always go and watch my review of Saturday Night Main Event to catch you up on who won, who lost, and what titles changed hands, because a few titles changed hands at Saturday Night Main Event, ones that needed to be changed. But anyways, go over there and go look at that video. It is currently up. Make sure you like and push it and do all that good stuff and share. And don't forget to, like and share and subscribe on this video too. Okay, it's necessary. Okay. Anywhoosies, CM Punk was out there first hour of the top of the hour, out there talking, giving everybody all his love and admiration. Started off with his wife, gave love to the fans, and then gave Jey Uso some love, obviously, for allowing him to be in a match with him and going toe to toe with him all the way to the ends of the earth. He was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's fucking do this. Okay. Now, this led to him making it very clear that he was like, it's open season on all you bitches in the back, and I am not hiding from anybody. He called people out by name, honey. Okay? He calls you out by name. He was like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing, where you are. Finn Balor, nigga, I see you. I see you, Finn. He was going at everybody. Okay? And then, unfortunately, his calling out of everybody. You let me explain it this way. You ever seen, like, when you call Joe Hendry, he appears, okay? But you have to call his name, right? You have to say Joe Hendry for him to pop up. That's not always the case when it comes to this motherfucker. No, babe. No. You see, Logan Paul shows up just on a whim. It's like he can smell it in the air that he haven't been on TV in a while. So then he shows up to cause havoc and annoy us. Okay, because he showed up for whatever reason. I don't know. He claimed he showed up to be the first in line to go after CM Punk's title, which ew. Okay. I was exhausted already and the match hadn't even started. I mean, we hadn't even started to get the mess yet. I was exhausted. Okay. But he came out there and was talking all this shit about how, and CM Punk basically was just like, no, get this motherfucker out of here. Somebody get this jigaboo out of here. Because absolutely not. I wasn't talking about you. Just because I said anyone don't mean I literally meant anyone. That's just what my mouth was saying at the time. And because I had forgot that you had existed. Okay, I forgot that you was even her. I made a mistake. I don't want you. 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 Well, it didn't work out too well in his favor because, like I told y'all, the Browns was not going to wait for them to decide who was going to be next in line. They were going to take it. And of course, LA Knight has not reared his head yet, which I'm pretty sure next week he will, given what we just saw at the end of this show. But let's keep it all the way moving. As they were in the ring talking, the Browns came out along with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman called Logan Paul a bitch. And then he went on to, chastise CM Punk for only being champion for 2 days, even though he, prior to it, when he was champion with him, he was champion for 432 days. And I was like, and he kept referring to himself as a team. Him and CM Punk, we were champion and we didn't lose the title. And I was like, you never worked for anything a day in your life, babe. In terms of this title, you didn't work for that. So let's not do that. Let's not do that, love. Well, this didn't work out too well in CM Punk's favor or Logan Paul's favor, okay? Because Logan Paul ended up suffering per the bronze, okay? Now, this was not because he was in the ring. What ended up happening was Logan Paul got in the ring with CM Punk, did his 1-2 diddly. The Bryans came out there and he was like, look, bitch, your ass definitely not going to be in front of the line. It's either me or Bronson Reed. So it's either you fall in line or get out of the way, or I will put your ass down like a dog. Logan Paul was just standing there like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. And CM Punk was like, all right, look, they coming in here. We gonna have to fight. Now, it's either you fight with me or get your bitch ass out of here. Okay? Because you are in my way. CM Punk took his hoodie off, he took his belt, threw it over to the side, and was like, let's go. Squared up. Logan Paul said, I think I'm gonna get out of here. He goes out in front of the ring, and the Bronze is just like, he's like, man, I want no parts. And it was like, you don't want no parts? You good? All right, cool. And knocked his ass down like a high school bully. Pushed his ass in front of the ring, Titantron, baby, tore his head up. Now, they went in there and was beating up on CM Punk. And as they was beating up, Logan Paul seemed to have a crisis of character. He didn't know what to do. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? I don't think I'm going to go. And then he went in the ring. And this is when he got beat up. They had threw CM Punk out of the ring by then. He got beat up. I have to say, it was delicious. It was delicious to watch. Oh, the ass whooping that ensued was wonderful. If I could replay it and put it on my phone screen, so every day I could wake up and feel that bliss, I would be happy about that. That was wonderful. Oh, I've never loved Brian and Bronson Reed so much. It was such a beautiful ass whooping. It was so well crafted. I wanted them to hit that tsunami so many times on that man. I was like, do it again. And then CM Punk had to go in and ruin the fucking party. He soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. I'm like, no, you could let them whoop his ass a little bit longer. We deserve this. It's been a shitty year. Okay? It is all right to see a MAGA bitch get their ass whooped. Okay? Oh. Hey, Nicole. We deserve to see that. And CM Punk took it from us. He took it. But anyways, we get into the back, and CM Punk is walking around backstage. And Jay Uso comes walking up. And Jay Uso says to him, listen, I respect you. The match we had was great. You won. You beat me fair and square. You didn't give me no bullshit. You weren't trying to cheat. You went with me toe to toe. We went to the ends of the earth. And unfortunately for me, I came up short, but you didn't. You won, and I respect that. He said, now my heart is telling me, after what I saw out there, that I need to help you. Because you're not going to be able to go up against the Vision alone. And I understand that I'm hard, that it's going to be difficult to trust me, but I got your back. Let me help you. And CM Punk just asked him straight up. He was like, hey, yo, fam, listen, all of that sound cool, but can I trust you, though? And he was like, the only way you're going to be able to know if you can trust me is you're going to have to just try. You're going to have to just have some faith. Let me help you. And he was like, all right, cool. Tag team matches tonight is me and you against the Bronze. Let's do it. He was like, all right, cool. Match was set. The game was on. Okay, great. So that was how the show went, how it started. Let's get into the rest of it. Okay, let's get into the rest of it. Penta faced off against El Grande Americano. Let me tell y'all something. I will get into why El Grande Americano is tea right now. I will get into that at the end of the show. But baby, when I tell you Karma is a bitch, she comes swinging. Latino baddie, okay? You feel me? Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. So, Penta beat El Grande Americano, even though he had Ravo and Bravo out there with him, he still lost. He even put the metal plate in his forehead. He still lost. I'm so glad they gave him a mask that fit, because the one that Chad Gable had did not fit. They gave him a mask that fit now. It's got new stuff all over it. It's an okay mask. So it works for him. It works. The whole group works. It's a little cultural appropriation-y, but they're not doing it the way that they did it before. They've revamped it and a little bit, so it the campiness of it works with El Grande Americano, and he can actually speak Spanish, which that makes it so much better, because it's not so bad to the point where it's just bullshit. It actually has some nuance to it. Does that make sense? So, anyways, Penta got the W. He won his match. Love that for Penta. Don't know where this is going to lead him, but he won the match. So, we love that for him. They just scammers at the end of the day. Right. Right. So, moving on. Okay. Dom got to have his 30 minutes. He came out there and was talking cash shit about how he is the greatest luchador, the king of the luchadors. He was very much into it. That's how they're getting away with it. Right. That is. And he was very much into it. The crowd loved him. They were in New Mexico. They was in New Mexico, babe. They were in New Mexico, so it's a lot of Hispanic people in New Mexico as well. And it was a grand time for Dominic Mysterio. He is a double champ. Currently, the only other people in the company who are double champions are Ethan Page, right now, and I don't think there's anybody else who's a double champion. So Dominic Mysterio is the AAA champion, the big Kahuna champ, and he is the Intercontinental champion. And he was out there tooting his horn and shaking his dreads. Okay, I come in the club shaking my dreads. He was very amped over himself. His daddy came out there, and I was like, "Oh hell!" I don't know why they won't just let it die, let it shrivel up and die. We're tired. We're tired, okay? We're tired. We're tired. Just let it go. Okay? Anyway, his daddy came out there and told him that he is not the king of the luchadors. He said, "You ain't the king of nothing." He was like, "How you going?" He was like, "You gonna overstep all these other luchadors, including your uncle Eddie Guerrero?" And he was like, "Don't you dare talk about my dad." I was like, "Yeah, nigga, the one you've been sitting around here stealing his shine, trying to emulate his swag, but you can't because you ain't got much sex appeal, and you sitting up." You stole his mustache, stole his mullet, stole his Steven ass ways. You ain't got no lie, cheat, and steal swag, my G. You just don't have it. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying, like, dumb. Dumb. Like, babes. Come on, son. Come on. And basically, Ray was telling him, like, as long as I'm around, your ass ain't gonna never be the king of nothing. As long as I'm here, this ain't gonna never be your ring. And as long as I'm here, you still gonna be a bitch ass nigga. Not what? He tried to walk away and then hit his daddy, but his daddy ended up beating his ass and hitting him with a 619. So he got away, he scurried out the ring, and it seems Ray Ray is back. Now listen, something is telling me that this is going to lead to a I quit match, and that is how Rey Mysterio is gonna bow out. Which is fine. Which is fine. Live your best life. We love that for Ray Ray. We do. He came out there and Joe Tessitore was like, "Daddy's old." Daddy, yes. I'm saying, Joey, stop it. Anyways, that shit cracked me up. I am not gonna lie to you. I was fucking dying, bro. Anyways, so we did have some matches that I do want to get into that I really didn't care for. Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella went up against Roxanne and Raquel. I kind of figured that they were going to beat them today so that Raquel could get a title match. Great. I don't think Raquel's gonna beat her. Now, if they really want to start some shit, bring Liv's ass back next Monday. Okay, they're going to be in Boston Monday. It's a big night for John Cena. The John Cena tournament is starting next week. Nigga, bring Liv Morgan back if she is cleared and ready to go. Do not wait until Royal Rumble. Let's shake some shit right now. Let's do it because I'm tired. I'm tired of these two bitches and this whole situation. I need you to start fucking this shit up. I need you to start fucking it up. I need you to do that now. Rapido, immediately. Okay? Immediately. Do it now. Because at this point, we are stuck in remedial hell. It is constantly the same shit. These two go out there and attack somebody. We end up having 2 to 4 matches. One with Raquel, one with Roxanne, one with Raquel, one with Roxanne. Then we have a tag team match. Then either they move on or they win and they end up getting a title shot from somebody. They lose the title shot and we are back in remedial hell once a fucking again. No. Do something else. Do something else. Make Liv Morgan come back and cost that bitch that championship and start shaking some motherfucking tables. That's what you need to do. Do it. Now, Nikki Bella got in the back and got the crying and shit to Stephanie Vaquer, like, "Oh my God, I came back and I thought I could really hang with you guys. And I know that I'm so sorry. And and now you have to defend your title against her." I'm like, girl, do you not know how this shit fucking works? Like, have you been here before, bitch? You been here before. You was champion before. You know how it works. You get pinned. You automatically either are in the front of the line or you gain a title opportunity. You know that. I don't know why you acting all motherfucking surprised and shocked and trying to be so protective. Like, I'm really down. I'm so hard. And I thought I had, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. If you needed a pep talk, that's all you had to do. You gonna come over there and come complain to Stephanie Vaquer about how you didn't mean to cost her this opportunity. All the while you know you looking at her championship while you gonna get it. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the moment because as soon as that bitch do it, I'm gonna be hollering, I told you so. Ooh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on it because I done told y'all. Don't trust that bitch. Don't trust her. I'm telling you, don't do it. Now, the Kabuki Warriors was out there. Asuka was giving straight up villain from My Hero Academia. Okay, she was not playing with you hoes. Okay, she got to talking in her monotone real fast in her Japanese, and I was like, oh shit. Now, for whatever reason, Bailey seems to be having a crisis when it comes to Asuka and Kairi Sane. And to be fair, I kind of can understand because at one point, these was her homegirls. Okay, she was rolling with them girls. She know them better than anybody. But that should have gave them the advantage in this match, and it did it. Bailey seemed to be off her game for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure as to why, but she seemed to be off her game. Now, Lyra was right in questioning her in this particular sense. I kind of get where Lyra come from. She like, last week them hoes did not touch you. You came in the ring to protect me, and they backed up and left you there. Now that's another conversation for another day. But I need to know where the fuck your head is at because we're about to go to war, and if your ass ain't prepared, they gonna demolish us. Now what is going on? Baby, like, listen, we can talk about this shit later. She said, no, we need to talk about this now before we take our asses out there because I don't want to get my ass whooped. Okay, you might like ass whoopings, but I don't. She was like, listen, I promise you, my head is in the game. I'm ready to go. We can go do this. Let's go. She was like, we can do this. She was like, we can do this. Okay. They go out there. They did do it. I will give Bailey that. They did do it, but they also ended up getting beat. It was a lot of trickery happening. A lot of moving around, a lot of cheating by Asuka and her homegirl Kairi. Okay. And ultimately, Asuka and Kairi Sane beat Bailey and Lyra. Now, they got the beating up on Lyra and Bailey, and that's when, and this is weird transition. So this is what happened during the show. Alexa and Charlotte came running down, but their music didn't hit until they were halfway up. It was dark. They didn't have the spotlight up there for them to go out there. I don't know what was going on with production, but production didn't have their music on a Titantron until after they came out there and was running. And I'm just like, what the fuck happened? What is going on? There was nothing. I didn't even know they were coming out there because usually the lights will be up when somebody's coming out. You feel what I'm saying? And then their music will hit and then they come running. No, they came running after we saw them running down and then their music hit. The lights didn't even have a chance to go up. Okay. So that was piss poor production. I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing back there, but y'all crazy. Deranged. Okay. Get it together. Fix it. Fix it right now. Ew. Now, Becca brought her tired ass out there, and I do mean that 1000%. She was tired. That hoe had more concealer under her bags or her eyes than the average drag queen. Okay. It was very thick and dry. Oh, there was no setting spray on there to moisten it to make it look like skin. They put matte foundation on her to make her look dry and crackly. You saw all the crevices in her skin, Lord. Ugh. I said, you might want to get it together, Hammer Pants. You out here looking a mess. You look like Paul Heyman about the face. She all mad and in her feelings because her husband up there on the show. She said, I'm at home nursing a husband. I said, bitch, you wasn't. Your husband is literally sitting up on Rich Eisen's show talking about football. And he about to have his own show on motherfucking Sirius XM very soon talking about sports. I guarantee it. Okay, it's coming. So why you lying, telling everybody you was at home nursing your husband? You wasn't nursing shit. That man was sitting up on TV dressed in a bear costume, talking about his arm and how he gonna be out for 6 months. Okay, that's what he was doing. The fuck are you talking about? Okay, now after that, she moved on to Maxine. She said Maxine's just lucky, but she said if you come back after me again, I'll make you regret ever getting in the ring with me. She was like, there'll be no luck when the man come around. I said, okay, Queen. Just for that shit, I want them to drop that motherfucking title to Maxine. I need them to do this. Not because, you know, Jared.
Oh, your vinyl.
Jared, she came. Look at her. My Outcast vinyl came. They put out a 25th, I'm sorry, babe. They put a 25th anniversary Outcast vinyl out today, few weeks ago. And it came in the mail, and oh my God, it's the Stankonia 25th anniversary, I think. And oh my God, that album is so pretty. I had the CD, and I had to get the vinyl. I had to get the vinyl. I love that vinyl. Anyways, yes, the album is actually purple. You can pull it out. Isn't it pretty? Just don't drop it, please, because I can't get another one because they were limited edition. That particular version of it is limited edition. I can't get another one. Isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. They're all purple. I will put up a video on to show y'all what it looked like, but it's the vinyl itself is so fucking pretty. But anyways, she sound like she's stressed out. Oh, she looked stressed and she was stressed out. I don't know why. Maybe Rue was sick or whatever, which if she was, get well soon, baby girl. But her dad, ain't nothing wrong with her daddy. Her daddy fine. He yelling at people about the Bears on motherfucking Rich Eisen show. I'm telling you. That man's wife always she is. I want that album so bad. Man, I tell you that as soon as they said it was on sale, I went and pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it, and I pre-ordered it 2 weeks ago. And I just got it today. And I'm glad I did, because after I pre-ordered it, they said it was sold out. And I was like, is it different colors or is it the same? All of them the same? That marble purple. That is my favorite picture. Look at Andre's outfit. I love it so much. It's so good. Maxine has put in that work in that dungeon so she can get that title right. I want Maxine to win so bad, but I don't know. They had a little run in between Becky and Asuka, and I don't know. Like, I feel like Maxine probably not gonna get the championship, and I hate that for Maxine. She put in all this work to be champion, and I feel like she definitely should. It's either that or Becky gonna join their side if they do War Games. You feel what I'm saying? But there was a tag team match that happened tonight. But before that, you getting ready to get in the shower? What's wrong with you?
Where did we put your Bibles at?
Down here. They down here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure right there.
You push them back, someone?
Yeah, where did we put them?
This gotta go down there, but I gotta move all that stuff so it can sit down there. But anyways, before they had this conversation or this match, they went to the clubhouse and basically we learned that Raquel's getting a title match against Steph. And then, Dom came in there all mad and in his feelings because his daddy whipped his ass in front of everybody.
You gonna slap me, bitch?
Anyways, he was very much in his feelings about that. I think War Games, yeah. So Dom is back there, in his feelings, talking a lot of shit. And he was like, where the hell was y'all at? Y'all supposed to be out there with me. And Phil was like, well, bitch, had you invited us to your little celebration, maybe we would have been out there. But you didn't even give us an invite. You just walked your ass out there and decided you want to celebrate yourself. Didn't care nothing about us. Typical Dom. Don't give a fuck about the group. Only cares about himself. He was like, man, that's not true. He was like, yeah, it is. It is true. And for once, I have to agree with Finn. Dom don't give a fuck about them unless they helping them keep that damn championship. Okay? At least before that, Dom was all down for the cause. But that nigga's head done got real big and done left them in the dust, honey. Okay? So they was like, we finna go and have our rematch for our tag team titles, go get our titles back. Whatever you got going on, figure it out. And so motherfucker, he back there like, man, like what the fuck is wrong with them? Like we supposed to be a team. Like I thought we was a family. Raquel was like, is you fucking serious? She was like, so you cost them their tag team titles. Without you, they wouldn't have had to defend them against AJ Styles and motherfucking Dragon Lee in the first fucking place. And then he said, and then she was like, on top of that, you act like nobody else is important in this group. You only care about yourself. When they need help, you're nowhere to be found. She walked away. And then here go little Miss Mama's Roxanne. She like, listen, you gotta be the first one to come to the table. You gotta be the first one. He was like, what? Why it gotta be me? Giving them 2 cheese sticks in the front bag. If you gonna eat your cake, that cake been in there for almost 2 weeks. No, you're not. Anyways, I'm wasting my money buying you that damn leche cake. You ain't even eat it. Didn't even attempt to eat it. Rude. Anyways. Oh shit, my thing gonna die. Can I have a cord for my computer? Is you getting in the shower? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? Okay. Yes, let me tell y'all, because she done threw me off. I bought crumble 2 weeks ago. I don't even think the cake any good no more. But I bought crumble 2 weeks ago because it's a tres leche cake. I don't think it's no good. I wouldn't eat it. But I bought crumble 2 weeks ago. I got 2 tres leche cakes because they had tres leche on the thing. I got the Dubai chocolate brownie, which was hella good. If you didn't get it and they ever bring it back, you definitely should get it because it is great. It is delicious. And I got some cookies. They had like banana bread cookies that I like because I'm a banana person. I had that. I ate my cake. I gave the rest, like half of it I ate. It was very rich, so I gave the other half to my nephew. I ate my Dubai brownie. I wasn't sharing that with nobody. And I cut the other cookies into quarters. We had a cookies and cream cookie, and we had the banana cookie. I cut them into quarters because I have a crumble cookie cutter because I'm a bougie ass bitch and I have one. Don't you fucking judge me. I can feel the judgment through the phone. Don't do that. Okay. I cut it into quarters. We ate the cookies, but Gerard did not eat his Dubai brownie. That's still in the refrigerator. And he didn't eat his crumble tres leche cake. Never went in it, never touched it. They got Martha Stewart ones this week. I got crumble points, but I can only get the small cookies this week. So I don't know. I'm very specific when it comes to crumble. I don't like everything that they put out, and there'll be times where I will go a year to 2 years and not eat crumble at all. So we had a cutter at my last job because a regular use used to always bring us crumble. I haven't tried the insomnia cookies yet, but I hear insomnia cookies was pretty good. But I like crumble. I do like a cakier, dense cookie. I prefer that. Some people don't. I do. I think they have pretty decent cookies. At least when they're not going off the rails and being weird, they have pretty decent cookies. Anyways, so after they had this little conversation, Roxanne convinced him that he was going to have to make the first move in repairing their relationship with the squad because he's been the one who's been fucking up. And she was just basically like, hey, if you're the king of the luchadors, the king has to be the one to set the tone. So during this match, we got towards the end. The match started to really heat up and get a little spicy. The boys was going back and forth and everything seemed, oh, you like Insomnia better? I haven't had them yet, but I hear Insomnia is really good. And we have a couple Insomnias in the city. I just have never gone to them. It seemed like all of them was fighting for their lives in this match, but Dom got involved, almost cost them the match. And then Sheamus got involved, which I told y'all last week he would, because Finn and JD cheated last week with his shillelagh. He was definitely going to get involved because they took it. They took the damn shillelagh. Now, because of their actions last week, this set forth a chain of events to one, allow JD and, well, not JD, but it allowed Dragon Lee and Dragon Lee and AJ Styles to retain their tag team titles, but it also sicked Sheamus on to Dominic Mysterio. So now we have this shit going on. And JD and Finn are no longer in title contingency. They've lost the right to claim any of those tag team titles ever. Okay? So we're not going to see that anymore. When I lived in Columbus, they were fucking everywhere. And I got a good drunk food because they were open late. I do know that Insomnia is always open late, which I love that. I just wish the only thing I wish is that the Asian Mart was open late so I could go get cookies and boba and I would be happy. Because I love boba and I love boba tea. I love boba drinks. I love it. And there's a boba shop and a mochi donut shop right next to each other in town. And I can't remember where it is. But when I do, bitch, on Saturday, me and the hubs going on a little hunt. We're going on a hunt, babe. Anywhoosies. So that match happened, and we're all done. We're out. We're finished. Now, before we get to the end of the show, because I'm not going to bore you with the details of the match, because I'm going to be honest, I do not know who won that match. I don't know who won it, and it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter who won the match, because all that matters is that Logan Paul came in, knocked out CM Punk after CM Punk saved his ass earlier in the night. And then he handed his brass knuckles to Paul Heyman. Now, y'all think that this means he's joining the Vision. I do not. I believe that he is not going to be someone who opposes the Vision, and he's definitely going to be on that War Games team going into War Games. The War Games team is already set, babe. It is Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul versus CM Punk, Jey Uso, and they've got two more. Okay. Now, if Jey Uso turns on CM Punk, okay, Jey Uso will probably join War Games and be on the side of Paul Heyman, which I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I highly doubt that. I don't think that it's going to be that. Because, okay, at first I thought it was going to be the YS6 and the MFTs. But they don't have to do a War Games match for them to face off at Survivor Series. They can have a traditional Survivor Series match and still have CM Punk inside War Games. So my point is this. War Games is going to be in San Diego. Smart thing to do is to put CM Punk back into War Games. Why? Because it's going to sell tickets. It's going to put asses in seats. No shade to Solo Sikoa or to the Wyatt Six, but they're not going to outsell CM Punk in ticket sales. They have already began the marketing for War Games, and that has Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman on the cover of it. They've already started it. So I can guarantee, I'm going to guarantee it. Even if I'm wrong, I'll come back and apologize. But I don't think that I'm wrong. I guarantee you that it's going to be Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker inside that cage with Logan Paul and probably some other people in there. I could bet money on that. I'll put money on it. This is the poster for War Games. This is the marketing for War Games right now. Okay. I don't understand how it might not. They may be cautious of Bronson Reed because of last year. They may be, but he probably just won't jump off of no shit. They just won't have him jump off of no shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they can put him in a title match at War Games. But like I said, if they decide to not do War Games and they put the Wyatts and the MFTs inside the cages, fine by me. I'll come back and say I was wrong. I've never been shy of saying that I was wrong. I just don't think that I am. Now, can they have Braun Breaker challenge for that title at War Games? Yeah. Yeah, they can. But to say it makes no sense is an odd statement. Why doesn't it make any sense? Wasn't it a few years ago? Cody Rhodes was in War Games and he was champ or getting ready to be champ, facing off against the other side, which had a champion. Or when the girls were in War Games, Liv Morgan was champ at the time. I'm not quite understanding how it makes no sense. I'm confused. Fine by me. I ain't mad about it. They might be cautious with Brian because of last year. Yeah. Okay, fine. This big ass just stay on the ground. I mean, he just gotta stay on the ground. He can't be jumping off no top of no cages and shit. Okay, that's it. Now, they did announce the tournament. It's called The Last Time Is Now tournament. And the first round starts next Monday when they head to Boston for John Cena's final Raw appearance. Sheamus is going to be facing off against Shinsuke Nakamura. And Damian Priest is going to be facing off against Rusev. I like this. I think it's going to be very interesting. I really do enjoy this. So I'm going to really watch these two matches because I'm very curious as to who is going to win. I have no idea how this is going to play out. And I'm also very curious as to who Nick Aldis is going to pick. They picked with a drum, you know, like they used to do the draft back in the day. And I thought that was pretty fucking cool. So we'll see. Women's War Games always has at least one champ. Booty starting matches. Cheers. I like them. But it's going to be interesting. So we'll see. And again, I'm not saying that I'm 1,000% perfect on choosing anything. I'm not. I'm just calling it like I see it. Could they put CM Punk in a title match against Braun Breaker instead and put the MFTs and the Wyatt Six inside the cage? Absolutely. But the way they're shaping up everything, it's just weird. And then they got Logan Paul joining the Vision. That's interesting because the rumor was that it was going to be Theory that came back and joined the Vision. So, I don't know. Yeah, they did. And I miss it too. I miss it a lot. The OG ways used to be fun. It may not have been random, but it was just fun, you know? It was fun. They're going to want Breaker in that cage. I don't understand why people are like, I'm not rejecting having the Wyatt Chicks and the MFTs inside that cage, but they haven't done anything to build on their feud. The last time we saw them, they were standing toe to toe in the ring. That was the last thing that any of them have done together or at all. Like, I'm not trying to start no shit. I'm just saying, marketing wise, I'm going with Breaker and Bronson Reed and Logan Paul. They got to have a lot high flyer on their side to go inside this cage if they're going to do this. That's the only way this shit is going to be pulled off correctly. It's hot in here. I'm not saying that everybody's right. I'm right and everybody's wrong. I'm just saying my logic is telling me that that is what's going to happen. Because to be being honest, last year CM Punk being inside War Games didn't make no sense. But they found a way to weasel him in there. They don't have enough sauce for War Games. It's not that the War Games won't be fun to watch. It's not that at all. It's just that you gotta be able to have. They haven't started building anything with them, and they've had time. It's not like they haven't had the time, and you have to think about how they setting up things now on Monday Night Raw. It's not as subtle as it looks. It's just not, and they usually don't have no title matches at War Games unless it's like a regular match or like one of the mid-card titles. Like, it's very rare that they have title matches. Very rare. So they did in the beginning. But then I don't know, they stopped. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, they always have some iteration of the same people in War Games. Always. Like, if you notice, Jey Uso has been in almost every War Games match for the main roster. Seth getting injured fucked a lot of shit up. No doubt. 1000%. Completely backlogged everything, completely shifted everything. They had to move everything forward because I guarantee you by Mania, that man's going to return. If Braun Breaker doesn't have that title by Mania, he will get it at Mania. And then that Monday Night Raw, Seth is probably going to pop up and cause havoc. It's going to be something along those lines. But it's happening. It's happening. But I like the tournament. The tournament idea for John Cena is excelente. I love it. I think that it is great. I need Liv Morgan to show back up next week and start wreaking havoc. I need that. I don't know if she's all right. They ain't been saying nothing about her. They ain't got no updates on her. They ain't got nothing. Okay, I need them to do something. Survivor Series is on the 29th of November. Okay. John Cena's last match is on December 6th or December 13th. Sorry. Day after my birthday. And then you have Deadline on December 6th, that week prior. What is this? This was the last main event we just had in Salt Lake City. There is another one in November. I believe it is the week of the 14th. I don't remember, but there's supposed to be another main event this month. If not, it'll be in January, after December. I'm not sure. Then we have Money in the Bank, which is all the way next year on the 26th of September. WrestleMania is in Vegas, and it is on the 18th and 19th of April. And yeah, that's everything. We don't have nothing. Oh, we have NXT Gold Rush. NXT Gold Rush starts on the 11th of November and it ends on the 18th of November. All the titles are going to be on the line during NXT Gold Rush. This is probably going to be the first War Games Bianca misses. It is. Yep, AEW Blood and Guts is in on November 12th. That's Nicole's birthday. So y'all got that. And then you got Full Gear on the 22nd of November, which is the week prior to War Games. So you got a lot going on. And then January, the whole month of January, they're going to be in Europe. And in the last week, they'll be in Saudi Arabia. Whole month of January, they're going to be in Europe on tour. 4 dates, 2 Raws and 2 SmackDowns will be in Europe. So 2 of those Raws are going to be on at like 4 a.m., 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we got that. And I got one more thing to show y'all. So Bleacher Report released the top 20 AEW stars AEW and WWE stars in their 20s. And you take a guess as to who won. Take a guess. I will let y'all comment in the comments. Take a guess at who won. Who was the top boy? The top girl? $20,000. Take a gander. Ooh, they say the Kansas City Chiefs is out of the playoffs, honey. I was like, ooh. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what y'all said. Let me see. Policia. I dozed off in the beginning when I wanted to add my 2 cents on how Raw began. I just had a bad day. Okay. The Catwoman ass rumble. That Catwoman ass rumble. I can't with you. MJF is in the top 20. He's in the top 5, actually. But he is not number 1. Breaker and Rhea. You have right, Kira. You have right. But Breaker is in the top 5, but he is not number 1. You are correct about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is number 1. She is the number 1 wrestler or the number 1 star among AEW and WWE stars in their 20s. The list is as follows. Rhea Ripley is number 1. Dominic Mysterio is number 2. Kyle Fletcher is number 3. MJF is number 4. Braun Breaker is number 5. Obafemi is number 6. Jordan Grace is number 7. Roxanne Perez is number 8. Jack Perry is number 9, which get the fuck off my screen with that bullshit. Tiffany Stratton is number 10. El Hijo del Vikingo is number 11. Javon Evans is 12. Blake Monroe is number 13. Daniel Garcia is 14. Wheeler Yuta is 15. JC Jane is 16. I'm sorry. I believe JC Jane should be ahead of Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. But do whatever you want to do. Tatum Paxley is 17. Theory is 18. Kevin Knight is 19. And Hook is number 20. That is your top 20 AEW and WWE stars. I think I will talk with the girls over on our podcast channel about this list whenever I can get the girls together when they have time. But for now, we're going to leave that there and we'll go over the list again on Wednesday. I might be late doing the podcast because I have somewhere I have to be on Wednesday. So y'all just hold it down till I get back in here. I might be late. Okay, just know that. With all that being said, I will see you guys on Wednesday. 90% accurate. I agree. I don't think they did anything wrong per se. I would move MJF down for sure. I would move JC Jane up. She's been champion for the better part of the year. She deserved to be higher than that. I would take Jack Perry off the list in its entirety, but that's just my bias. But again, we'll have this conversation on another day. I will see you guys on Wednesday after I go live. Appreciate y'all for coming in and chit-chatting with me about wrestling. And like I said, if I'm wrong about the War Games matchup, then I will come back in and apologize. True shit. Because I'm a woman of my word. Love you guys. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.